guys, this is Leeza and guess where I am? I'm at Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe and I am with my brother and my mom.
Hey.
We're on a family holiday and it's the first time I'm going to be vlogging with my family. So thanks you guys, I hope you'll participate.
For sure.
Yes.
Please show them the falls quickly.
Let me just tell you how crazy it was getting here. We spent like almost 2 days to get to Victoria Falls because you have to fly from Mumbai to Nairobi to Harare and then to Victoria Falls.
And we lost a bag.
My mom's bag.
Yeah, and we lost a bag. I'm wearing Lisa's clothes.
But it's all part of the adventure. And fortunately, the hotel we're staying at, it's called the Victoria Falls Hotel. I think you can see a bit of it behind me.
It's the oldest hotel.
And it's beautiful. The reason we're wearing raincoats is because even just walking around the periphery, we haven't even gotten to the falls yet, but you feel the spray and you get totally wet. It's crazy. It's one of the natural wonders of the world and one of the 3 biggest waterfalls in the world. I've actually never seen any other waterfall quite close to this scale. And because of the magic of the sunlight and the spray, there are rainbows everywhere. We also took a helicopter ride because we had heard that the aerial views of the Zambezi River and the Victoria Falls are breathtaking, and indeed they were. Back on land, we had a very special appointment ahead. Richard! We're going to... Guess what we're going to do? What are we doing, Richard?
We're doing the lions!
Oh my god, we're gonna get to touch and walk with lions!
Lions!
Some people do think that humans interacting with wild animals is a controversial matter, but the folks at Lion Encounter did seem to have their heart in the right place. It is branded as a conservation project, and the lions seemed healthy and beautiful. They certainly weren't tranquilized, and all in all, it was a very enjoyable experience. What an amazing day it's been. I have seen one of the most magnificent waterfalls in the world. I've gotten to touch and walk with lions. Oh my god, I definitely would put this day down as one of the most unforgettable ones in my life. But I'm also really tired. I must have easily walked like 10K today. And I've also had a big dinner. And I think that because I woke up really early and I have to do so tomorrow as well, I'm going to call it a night early tonight. But before I go to bed, some chocolate that they leave on our pillows every night. The Victoria Falls Hotel has to be one of the prettiest places I've ever stayed. It's so charming and every little detail is so old-fashioned and so sort of reminiscent of an era where everything was done slowly and carefully and with attention to detail. And I just love that. I love that about this place. Oh, even the chocolate has a lion on it. The next morning, we woke up bright and early, ready to set out on our safari adventure through Zimbabwe. We're now in Hwange National Park and we're driving to our camp inside the bush. And we're in this open vehicle, which makes it super exciting, but also very bumpy. And we're told that we're going to be able to see zebra, giraffes, maybe even lions, and definitely elephants. Look how close they are. We are at Somalisa camp now.
Hello.
and we're going on our first game drive. Even though we already saw elephants and what else did we see, Mom?
Zebra.
An impala
And the most amazing birds.
Oh, and we saw a really special antelope, although it was too far away to capture on my phone. It was this sable antelope, which is apparently a rare sighting. And that was just getting here. Like, we were not actually looking for wildlife. They were just on our way to the camp. But now, we're on a game drive. In just a few minutes, we're going to get back into the vehicle. And they say that we might even see some big cats. And then suddenly, look what emerged in the distance.
You got me singing way oh way oh oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh way oh oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh oh. You got me singing way oh oh. You look like a guy who could treat me right. Way oh. Boy, take a chance, will you let me ride? Way oh. I could be the best thing in your life. Way oh. Maybe let's take a drive, take a drive.
We watched the lions just doing their own thing for over an hour. They were lazing in the sun, taking a bit of a nap. Lions do seem to really love sleeping and lying around. But we also saw them drinking water, roaring at each other, being a little bit playful, and generally just enjoying the morning by the waterhole.
You got me singing. You look like a guy who could treat me right.
Just got back after our game drive and it was unreal. It was just next level. We saw lions, zebra, kudu, giraffes, everything, and like they were so close and it was just magic. I don't know how to explain the feeling of seeing these animals in such close proximity in their natural habitat. It's really something you have to experience for yourself. It's overwhelming. It's almost like a spiritual experience. It's so moving. And you see the baby animals. We saw baby zebra and baby elephants with their mothers. It really just, I had goosebumps. I feel like if I'd stayed a bit longer, I'd have started to cry tears of joy. Like literally, that is how moving it is. I quickly had a shower and then headed back to the common dining area because the chefs at Somalisa camp had promised us a fantastic meal. Oh my gosh, fish and chips, my favorite. It is delicious. But halfway through lunch, we noticed some four-legged visitors outside. Look at that, there's like 50 elephants literally at my doorstep. So get this, baboons here are called branch managers, and there's one in the tree above me. Let me show you. We spent the rest of the afternoon just chilling out at the camp, and then we headed out back into the bush for sundowners, which David prepared in style. And after those drinks and snacks, we went back to an amazing barbecue dinner. They certainly make sure you are never hungry. Dinner was yum. Oh my God, did you hear that? Another elephant. Dinner was delicious. I had a steak, I had chicken on a skewer, all kinds of yummy stuff. It's really amazing how they managed to whip up these like top-notch meals in the middle of nowhere. Just think about what all they have to bring to make all of that happen here. I mean, it's next level. The way they serve you and the stuff they make for you and everything. You would think you're in a five-star hotel, but you're in the middle of nowhere. It's nuts. Really, I mean, if you can, you must go on safari. It is life-changing. So yeah, dinner was amazing. I made some new friends. We all ate on this community table, which was a lot of fun. And I'm so ready for bed. I have to wake up bright and early for our game drive tomorrow morning. The only thing though is that my lips are super chapped, as you can probably notice. And that is because all through the day I've had wind just sort of in my face since we've been driving in an open top vehicle. And that's something that happens to you on safari. Your skin gets really chapped from all the wind and sun that you're exposing your face to. So I'm going to just slather my mouth with lip balm and call it a night. It's a lovely sunny morning and it's time for us now to head over to Mana Pools, and we have to take a chartered plane to get there from the airstrip in the forest. So it should be a small little plane, practically with only us on it. I'm pretty excited to see how that's like. And then at Mana Pools you see all these water related animals. It's really famous for hippos. So I think it'll be quite a different experience from what we've seen so far. There's our plane. No check-in counter, no boarding passes. All you gotta do is pop your bags in and hop on. I got the seat right in the cockpit with the pilot. It's pretty cool to see all the instrumentation up close and just see how it all works, you know, as far as flying a plane goes. And of course, the aerial views of the terrain below were amazing. And we reached Mana Pool. At Mana Pools, it's a place called Vundu Camp. And we're literally on the banks of the Zambezi River. Let me just show you the view. Here you can do walking safaris in certain areas. And the special thing to see are these elephants which eat from the treetops, because here the trees are much higher. So it almost looks like they're doing these yoga poses as they eat. We also saw dozens of hippos, and guess what? We're gonna get an even closer look. We are about to go on a canoe safari, and just getting here, I've already seen hippos and crocs literally like right around the car, and this car is amazing. We drove pretty much into the water. The canoes are attached to the car, as you can see, but we're about to take them off the carrier thing and get on the water. One of my favorite things about being on safari has been the fact that, you know, getting all dressed up and how you look and all of that really just doesn't matter. In fact, for the last few days, I've barely looked in the mirror because most of our tented camps haven't had any mirrors. So since I've been at Victoria Falls, I don't think I've even seen a full-length mirror, and it's been 6 days now. And it's been so liberating to just be makeup free, let my hair air dry instead of straightening it or doing any of that, wearing exactly what's comfortable, and to just sort of live and let live instead of worrying about petty stuff like how you look or who's wearing what. And that's really something that going on this type of a trip reminds you of, you know, how silly and inconsequential your daily concerns are, most of your daily concerns are. And I also think it's really lovely that you kind of lose track of time. Like I've forgotten what day it is. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 7th or 8th? I have no idea. And that to me, I mean, these two things are the signs of the perfect holiday, in my opinion. On our early morning game drives, it is cold and dusty, which is why I had to make myself this makeshift face covering type thing with my scarf. And I know I look kind of funny, but it's been a lifesaver because it prevents my lips from getting chapped with the air and from inhaling all the dust that the vehicle generates. And also because I wear glasses, I feel like my eyes are protected by this thing as well. So this is my safari look. I hope you like it. Vultures circling can only mean one thing. Lions with a kill that's a buffalo. And there are also hyenas waiting to get a piece of it all. This is insane. This is nuts. This was at once magnificent and extremely hard to watch. But then you realize it's just the circle of life. It's nature doing what nature does. I can't believe this is my last day in Africa, but what a last day. That sighting of the lions with the kill. I mean, I couldn't have asked for more. I think I'm going to need actually another break just to transition back into life in the city. It's going to be reverse culture shock when I get back to Mumbai. But honestly, this has been the dream trip. It's just been unbelievable. Soon it was time to head back to the airstrip to begin our long journey home.